Boa noite a todos. Welcome back to Tom Plays EUIV Universalis 4, perhaps for beginners. We're back with Portugal after some serious issues with the Paradox launcher. It basically meant that whenever I started up EU4, Hearts of Iron or Stellaris, it wouldn't load. But I've got it to the point now where it's like I just have to uninstall the launcher every time that happens, and it will reinstall it and load when I start the game. So hopefully we're back to normal now. So yeah, we're just looking at probably attacking Great Britain, but we may well start letting relations with Spain deteriorate, because again we've got an eye on this mission tree. I think those two require us to fight Spain. This one that requires conquering the Straits of Hormuz. Cool. Oh, good. None of them require us to attack Great Britain, but I think our potential war with Spain would be helped a lot if we could get these colonies from them, because then we could not worry about the Americas at all and just leave our colonies to sort them out. So with an attack on Great Britain, as always, we're worried about the navy. Not as worried as we would be in some cases, because Portugal is also a great seafaring nation. And our spy in Great Britain has been discovered. That's annoying, but I'm just going to leave them there anyway. Also, that because they're allied with Provence, definitely not Portugal, as soon as we get a diplomat back we should actually do some spying on Provence, because if they join in we can maybe take a few lands. I'm kind of thinking what we really want to do is just expand along the continent. Might do some claims here as well, but there's no particular need for us to take any land on the actual island of Great Britain, given there are some lands here that we can have claims on, that we can take, and really what we're after is the colonies. We're not actually interested in Great Britain. This isn't a France game. Okay, let's keep the technology going. We're actually getting relatively close to the top now, so hopefully we will max out our technologies at some point soon. So where exactly are our ships? Are they going the other way? Might have been going the other way, which is fair enough. I want to move our armies over here, although we're probably going to have an uprising here at some point. I'm actually wondering whether we should move this army across. Apologies if I'm repeating some of this. It's been quite a while for me. I may actually make the next two videos back to back to make up for having missed one. I don't really like doing that. Okay, so we need to keep increasing our navy. Could do with increasing our army as well, but our navy is just so far behind. We ideally, all of our armies are effectively two of these are just splits. They're effectively, in fact this is a part of an army. Right, the other half must be on the way. Normally there'd be about 72,000 troops, I think, so we could do with enough transports to move 72,000 troops. Not totally sure how many we've got, but I don't think we have enough. So let's start there. I'm going to just build a bunch of transports. We're also going to have to keep an eye on our money now, because as we increase the size of the navy and the size of the army, we're not going to be quite as fantastically rich. We're still pretty rich, but it is going to start coming down. Now we could do with having a look at the Pacific fleet. I'm actually wondering about trade ships there to help with the money situation. Okay, that's good. keep at it. Yeah, so we've clearly been building up our fleet in terms of the fleet itself. Some of these ships seem to have been forced to set off, probably during the last uprising. Get all of them together, we'll join them to the main Pacific Armada. But I would also like to build a nice trade fleet here. Something really considerable, so that'll be great frigates that doesn't need to run. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's not too bad. 15 is okay. Right, you need to go there. Need to work out where the rest of our fleet is. Currently hiding up here. There's a pirate. There's always a pirate. Great, so they can keep building, they can get together. May have to watch the other nations deciding we're evil as well with all these attacks we're doing. Power projection 100. Ooh, eclipsed France. Yep, we have certainly eclipsed France. Just kind of made me wonder who our rivals are now. What have we got? Oh, Great Britain, brilliant, because we're going to attack them. And yeah, Indian one and a Chinese one that we're probably never going to attack now. Having a Great Britain wouldn't be a bad thing. Wouldn't be a bad thing at all. Good grief. Kind of wondering about building a fort here. Run there as well, although we need some more money. Oh, brilliant! We have like a ton of inflation. Still got a ton of inflation, but you know, it's nice that it's gone down a bit. Some kind of sea battle. Lost a truce, that's fine. I can live with that. Nope. An uprising. New Portugal noble rebels. Okay, it's taken us to entirely the wrong place, but they are... there they are. I'm pretty sure New Portugal can handle that. Don't think we need to worry our little heads about that one, particularly. I kind of do with forts all along this line, really. Yeah, it doesn't affect us. Not very concerned about the Holy Roman Empire. Still can't afford that. How much do we actually need for a star fort? 707. Good grief. You see, these all go up in terms of how good they are. But I don't see much point in building lesser forts at the moment. It's still going to take us a while though, so not to worry. We'll just make do with that one. At least that's where our army is. Just in case we have hostilities with Russia for any reason, because I'm probably not going to try to press forward into Russia now. Far too focused on the countries we actually want to conquer. And Russia is not one of them. We really need to find that fleet. They should either be in Portugal or in Africa. Surely. Or maybe in India? That's annoying. They must just be on their way to one of those places. Let's just spin time out of it. Nope. Okay. Got a colony, that's fine. Just move on to the next one. I've forgotten we were still colonising. Make that one core. Head over to the Pacific Fleet. Might have all gathered now. Yeah, not quite. Still a few that we haven't picked up. The odd straggler. Those are also 3-deckers. Actually, the trade ships are coming into line now, so if we just spin on a little. Okay. All conversions, not a bad thing. We're already like 116% thanks to humanist ideas. Kilwa, yes. That's alright, we've still got a lot of the army there. Need to not pick up any accidental ships. So this is going to be a new trade fleet. I'll gather them all there. Who's this? That's another 3-decker that I missed. Is there another one there? I think there was. Oh, that's not us fighting. Forget. Right, we need to have a look at Kilwa. So apparently Melinda and Lamu are the most likely places. Yeah, best not to cause any issues. Let's do that. We're going to lose an advisor. Not a huge issue. Oh, that's because we've got a massive great army sat in this area. Right, well in that case, let's move you here so that you're within striking distance of those two. Let's move you here. Yeah, we've got enough supply limit, that's fine. Okay, so our +3 advisor now is national unrest. Might slow down the uprising, unfortunately. I'd kind of rather get it over with. But hey, what can you do? And we found the fleet. Right, so this was the remainder of that army. So, I have a feeling we're actually better off going to armour, because they have enough supply limit to take the entire army, which will be 72. So, let's go there. Transports have been built. So hopefully once all this army's arrived, we can work out where we're at. Can we transport a full 72 size army to Great Britain? There's basically two ways to kind of do it. We can try to have a fleet that's powerful enough that... What's this? It's a trade fleet with one transport. Right. Just want the transport. Kind of wondering why the trade fleet's just sat there though. Yeah, we can either have a navy that, well, a fleet if you like, that Great Britain can't do anything about, so we can move the army across at leisure, or we can just have the army, that's fine, kind of sat in the channel ready to go when we declare war and just instantly move the army into like Cornwall or Devon or something. And then even if the fleet gets destroyed, as long as the army's landed and they're a decent size, it shouldn't matter. Not at all sure why this isn't doing something. Why don't you go to the Caribbean? Make us some money. Right. So I'm kind of going for a combination of those. I do want an entire 72 army to land. So what I'm thinking is we'll have one 72 army here, we'll have one here. The one here will deal with Provence if necessary and take all these English provinces and anyone else who joins in. The other one will go there. If either runs into problems, we'll hire mercenaries. We should be able to hire mercenaries over here once we've captured the land. And hopefully that'll be enough to take Britain down. Definitely ease the tax burden. We have tons of money. Plus there's going to be more wars. Our diplomat has been caught spying again. This is getting ridiculous. What we got? Exile from Great Britain. Ooh, nice. Unfortunately, I have a feeling that our current one is discipline plus 5%, so that's actually much better than his skill. So even though he'd be a lot cheaper, and he'd also make our army cheaper, still, if this guy dies... Oh, we've got another discipline plus 5%. Okay, I was going to say if this guy dies, he might go for the cheaper army guy. But it'll be a question now as to whether to go for the plus 2 discipline guy. Okay, don't care. Right. Native Uprising, not a problem. New Cardinal, that's great. Kill one Separatist is a problem. So, let's go take him out. Hopefully before we have any extra separatism. Great. That's good. I was worried that our new advisor, who reduces national unrest, might have slowed that down. I'd rather get it out of the way, because now we can move our armies out with reasonable confidence. There isn't going to be another uprising for a while. Right, let us send this bunch to the opposite side of Southern Africa. That's the general, that's fine. Keep going. State, also fine. Any coring? There we go. New technology. Alright, so man, so we've actually got a new national idea. Okay, so we can unite the colonies, which lets them colonise faster, or we can allow them both to grow, which gives us a better base tax. I think I'd still rather they grow faster, to be honest, because we're almost at the point where we're going to be colonising till the end of the game. So, let's just unite them. Oh right, that wasn't the one that had finished. I thought it was. Okay, well let's take this one while we're in the area. And we have to decide on a new national idea, which is going to be interesting. So we're massively ahead in absolutely everything. Okay, in some ways I'd like to stay ahead in warfare, but on the other hand, of course ideas could help. We are basically warfaring for the rest of the game. However, we're already taking offensive and quality, which are the ones that I most tend to value. We've definitely had more administrative than the other two. So probably wouldn't go administrative, and in any case only economic will be useful, and we've still got a ton of money. Don't need religious because we've got humanists, they pretty much do the same sort of thing. Innovative is a bit late in the game to be getting innovative, to be honest. Okay, espionage I don't like because of the random events. Maritime I don't like because it's useless. Trade would give us money, which again, don't really need. Influence, it's more of a thing when you've actually got vassals, which really we don't. I think colonial nations are slightly different. Naval is generally useless. Aristocratic I'm not very keen on. Defensive is more useful at the start of the game. Quantity is still useful, although less useful in a sense. It's like I don't think we're going to fill our manpower pool anyway. Recovery speed is useful though, isn't it? Costs don't care about, maintenance don't really care about. Maybe. Garrison size, don't even have many. No, that's fine. I don't even have many forts anyway. Land attrition might be useful. About defensive, tradition from battles. Morale. Maneuver, maintenance modifier. So it's kind of questionable. I don't think any idea is that useful to us. I think maybe a military one is more so. manpower recovery speed could be very useful, to be fair. Let's go with quantity. So we've instantly got an idea, which is fine. So that one is manpower modifier. I don't think that's going to help us much unless we filled up our manpower, which I think we're unlikely to do now because we're basically going to be fighting practically till the end of the game. Okay, so in theory we now have a complete army here. That adds up to 72. They still need to recover, but they should do that pretty quickly. This is now our European armada. It has 74 transports, so we've almost done that perfectly. Not sure what we're doing with trade ships, but I don't care that much. Right, so we should be building either trade ships if we're low on money, or heavy ships if we possibly can. We need to go and get the rest of these armies. We can actually get them in one go now. I'm not going to worry about moving the Indian army over because I don't think... Oh no, Mogadishu separatists are the next one up, actually, to be fair, so maybe we should move the Indian army over. If we can still find you. Right, so we'll send you there to Goa, pick them up to deal with any separatists that might arise while we're away, and we're just going to go and get the other army. Okay. What's next? Pacific Fleet. That's the big one. Right, so these guys are all gathered now, so I want to send them up so that they're all joined together into one mighty fleet. More pirates, I see. Just sweep these away. No, you get two at once. For some reason they always seem to pop up one at a time. Ah, Spain likes us slightly better. That might be a good thing. Or it might be an absolute pain and stop us fulfilling the mission tree. Seeing as to some extent the actual plan is for Spain to start disliking us and for the alliance to break. But hey, we'll see what happens. You definitely show charity. I mean, apart from not being a total git, it just has way more benefits. Okay, so this is a trade fleet, so let's just send you somewhere relatively nearby. Don't really mind where. Malacca is a big one. Oh, I've got Malacca, that's fine. Probably already have traders there, but not a huge problem. Okay, so that's that part of the Pacific largely dealt with. What I do want to do is build more heavy ships, if we can afford to. Okay, got two in the same province there, it wasn't intentional. But yeah, the more we can improve our navy before the attack on Britain, the better, I think. Rather give them a nasty shock if we possibly can. Okay, but we need to rebuild some money, really. So let's focus. Where's the fleet going? Going over here. Gems, that's good. Let's go with a spy, also good. Ooh! We've become a papal controller. Very nice. That'll be helpful. Okay, well let's put a bit towards becoming the next one. Excellent. Did not expect that. Well, I mean, it was relatively unlikely, but we discovered their spy. We should check whether we can make any claims of our spy before we discover them again. But first, let's just get this fleet over there. Yep, I can take him. That's fine then. We should move him into Mogadishu. Ships. I'm going to send you up to Brittany. I'm going to have to split them up again when they get there. And we've got some more diplomats now, so let's start spying on Provence. Don't mind having some claims. I think we may already have claims here, although they may be close to running out. I might just stick one on Devon. I'm not sticking one on Cornwall because if we have some spare power, I might just tell them to release Cornwall as a separate nation. Because why not? It's always annoyed me slightly that Cornwall has been kind of gets treated like it's a county in England, and I'm like, you know, it's a country, it's got its own language. But anyway, joys of British politics. Right, so you are going to move up here to prepare for a Mogadishan uprising, or possibly to discourage one. Oh, Great Britain doesn't have an heir. King's only 17 years old though, so not really a big deal. Apparently we've got yet another pirate. In Hawaii this time. No real reason we can't just send the Armada Pacifico around fixing these problems. What we should also do is build some more heavy ships. I didn't realise how restricted we were money-wise. Let's check our total. Yep, still nowhere near. So we may as well build them quite close to the north. There we go. Okay, we've only got 55 prestige, so let's definitely go for further than our borders. Straight up to 100. Perfect. We do not want to antagonise our colonial nations at this stage in the game. It's the age of revolutions. Leave it be. Change to ivory. Okay, so now we have 2 diplomats. What we should do is improve our relations with our 2 allies. Yes, we have more than 2 allies, but not particularly keen to improve relations with Spain anymore, because we do want a breach of them, and our other allies are too far away, I think. Ethiopia, Bengal and Delhi are not going to be helping in an attack on Great Britain. Right, so let's split this army up. With half of you over there. It's a bit of a split, but can't be helped. And I think we're very nearly there. Finally. Oh, we're out of sailors. Of course we are. Yes, I'd forgotten that it's not just money, it's sailors as well. So yeah, we could finish building our ships and maybe see where we're at. Oh joy. Right, well, I don't want to lose the prestige. I don't want to break our alliance with the Commonwealth particularly. So I might just accept it. I don't want to spend any money on mercenaries. I don't suppose that castle's finished, has it? Oh, it has! Okay, so let's hire a new general because we do need one. Unfortunately not a very good one. And I suppose we can show willing by invading, but I'm not really keen to add any extra troops here. In fact, I might end up retreating to the castle at the first sign of opposition and just staying there. Oh, there they are. Actually, a further east than we are. And they're already far more powerful. Right, I think I might just go back to the castle and wait for them to come get us. And if we just take over land, that's fine. Losing this land is not a huge issue for us, particularly. We don't even have our ships there now, so they won't be forced into the sea. I suspect we're going to lose our troops. Happiness among our citizens. Don't really mind them getting lowered taxes, to be fair. Sets a dangerous precedent, but I suppose nothing else, or at least distracting Russia. And by being over here, it'll help the Commonwealth a little. I mean, at least this army isn't over in the west. Plus there's a chance that Russia will come for us first. I probably would if it was me. I'm not going to worry about it, let's just spend time on. In fact, I'm going to worry about it even less. And we're just going to move towards our attack on Great Britain. So, we have some heavy ships, that means the others have probably been built. So as in theory we could launch this war at the same time. Commonwealth won't help us. Excuse me. But maybe Austria would? Let's see. Oh, we've got another fabricatable claim. Let's do Caen. Looks like we're listing claim on them at some point without noticing. Not when I'm that concerned. How about Provence? Oh, we've already got 2 claims. Okay, it's not bad. Maine and Alençon. Alright, okay. Ooh! Well, I'm not going to lose prestige, so I don't really mind having a claim. They hate us anyway. So, I think we're quite close to making a new one on Portugal. That's fine. I'm going to get a lot of these, I think. New colony? Yeah, no problem. Okay, so let's send you down here. Start filling in these gaps from either side. Let's go to where the full army is. Can Rene take this army? It can. So let's go there. Need to keep an eye on our relative military techs with these ideas. So we are 29, they're 28. Provence is also 29. Still, we're not behind, are we? And manpower recovery speed would be pretty good. So let's go with that. Okay, that's fine. Oh, drat, we've lost our claims against Provence. On the plus side, it should cost us less to get some more. So let's go with these this time. Not that fussed about Provence, just thinking if you do join in the war, we may as well get something from them as a result. Okay. Cool, so that's our best general. So we kind of want them in Britain. I think we're almost ready to go. What do we need? We need 30, so it's possibly worth waiting for another claim. I think we'll be fine as long as Austria joins in. We might be fine anyway. I don't think that's our problem. No, in fact they're already dealing with them. Okay, so we'll fabricate another claim here, I guess. Move along the coast a little. We've already got Devon, haven't we? So just a bit alarmed there. So if we declared war on Great Britain now, Spain would join in. Why wouldn't Austria join in? They're fighting in another war. I'm quite interested in the idea of Spain joining in, although will they be wanting some of the colonies? Although we don't have to give them anything, do we? So it doesn't actually matter. And they would get... Yeah, to be honest, I'm kind of thinking that's probably pretty good. So... of course we might lose that any second now. So possibly we should go straight for it. So, slightly shorter video. This time. But I'm basically going to go straight in, so I'll probably upload this one maybe Sunday night, just to make sure I've got time for processing and stuff, and do the new one on Tuesday night as usual, and that will be the attack on Great Britain. We will get started. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you then.